You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
And welcome to issue 99 of Nerd Flow Podcast. It's your boy Royalty. We got Snapback. We got Young. Got Briario. Got Team coming in a minute. It's Nerd Flow Podcast, man. What is up, people?
Back at it again.
Hello.
That's what's up.
Governor.
Yeah. Back at it again with the shows.
All right, people. This is a Press Play Network podcast. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can either search Nerd Flow or Nerd Flow Podcast to follow, like, subscribe, whatever the thing is that allows you to continue to get notifications that we're doing stuff. Do it. Facebook community page on Facebook. You want to be around like-minded people that likes talking about nerd culture all the damn time, I suggest you join our community group. It is upon approval, so if you are spam or you just have one freaking friend, I suggest you get some friends because you will not get accepted. And teespring.com/stores/Nerdflow podcast is where you can get yourself an official Nerdflow t-shirt. So, and on May 10th through the 12th, Nerdflow Podcast for the third year in a row will be at Comicpalooza 2019. Will be headlined by one of Grant Gustin, which is the Flash, for those who are sleeping under the rock, CW Flash, not the DCEU Flash. And then we also got two young ladies from the Game of Thrones as well. That'll be in the building as well. That'll be Emily Clark and also Natalie Emanuel.
Emilia.
My bad. It looked like Emmanuel. That's what it looked like to me. Sorry about that. My bad.
She gonna say Jakar's on your ass.
Nah, we good. But yeah, man. So
I can tell you don't watch the show because you just glossed right over that.
Yeah, we good. Now, I'm just starting, fool. I could have sworn. Yeah, that was the thing that happened, but didn't happen. Yeah, so I started watching Game of Thrones. I'm about to be done with season 1 pretty soon. Working my way through it. Hopefully I'll be done before this season 8 is up and kind of catch up to get current with everybody else. But
I'm just gonna grab the box set. That's all I'm gonna do.
That was funny.
I like how you laugh, but when you find out that I'm caught up, then you're gonna be like, how did you do that? I'm just saying.
I want to see how you gonna catch up like that with working and your kids and doing these shows. I want to see how you gonna catch up.
Dude,
sounds like a bit.
I know, right? It sounds like that's what that sounds like. It sounds like a bet. It sounds like a challenge to me.
Nerdflow community, y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see this bet happen?
Bro, I stream and watch and catch up on TV shows at the same damn time.
So here's the bet.
I'm not betting nobody because if he do it, he do it. But I'm just saying that's like
you make time for what you want to do. That's all I got to say.
How long is each episode anyway? For Game of
an hour.
About 47. Really, it's about 47 minutes. Yeah, about 47 minutes. This seasons are not. This season, what I had looked into with a friend of mine that worked that was asking me to get into it as well. I asked him like, "Hey, how long are the seasons?" He's like, "Oh, about 10 episodes on average." I was like, "Oh, that's easy." Like shows that are like 21, 22 episodes. That's a lot. That's an investment. Try to get through a show, but 10, that's easy to swallow, man. I burned through Into the Badlands season 3 like it was nothing. That was 8 episodes. Shoot, they had 2 more. Shoot, so, but yeah, man. So we gotta
start talking about. Well, I guess me, Angry, and I guess now you, the only people that watch it though.
I'm waiting until the season over. Like I said, I don't feel right just jumping in at the season. I'd rather just wait till it's all over with and just start from the beginning and go from there.
Just catch up on Netflix.
Wait on Netflix.
All right.
I mean HBO.
Wait. No, yeah, I'm about to say it's on HBO. Okay.
HBO now.
Wait, Into the Badlands?
No, yeah, Into the Badlands.
It's on Netflix.
Into the Badlands on Netflix.
I ain't talking about. I was talking about that one. I'm talking about Game of Thrones.
really suggest you probably watch that Snap. You would really like that.
No, I've seen season 1. I don't know why I fell off of the rest of the season. I've seen all of season 1 though, because I really do like the fighting of that whole show. That's what got me into watching it. So I know I gotta catch up from it.
So did you watch the new episode Monday?
No, I haven't watched any of the new. What episode we on? We were probably episode 3, 4 now at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll probably jump on it. I'm gonna see if it's on my own demand and probably plow through those first 3 episodes so I can watch
If another Mortal Kombat movie was made, Sonny got to play the dude that plays Sonny got to be Kung Lao or Liu Kang. True. I agree with that. I just need him to direct the movie alone, because he. And then the dude that played, I know, what's the dude's name? Baroch. What's the fighter name on?
Barancho.
Yeah, the dude that played Baji on there could play him.
Man, let me tell you something about Baji, man. When he first introduced this dude, I'm like, this boy probably can't throw hands like everybody else. Man, I saw this boy. Man, if that boy didn't shock me, I was like, wow, I've never seen a dude that size freaking fight like that before. I was highly amazed when I first saw that.
Everybody on there got hands.
Everybody got hands. Just saying.
I'm talking about the girls.
The widow for me is the truth, though. I just got to say she's always been the truth.
Well, wait till you start watching this season to see how really the truth she is.
Oh, I bet, man. She always shoot. I remember the scene that really just like, this is the show, was from season 1 when they was in the city.
Queen fighting.
Yeah, when they pulled up in the city, when they pulled up in the little town with the car, boy, man, that is my favorite scene of the entire of all Into the Badlands altogether. So,
yeah, I've been watching this.
Anytime I tell somebody about that show, that's the first scene I show them. Like, you want to see what it's like? I show them that scene, and then they say, okay, I'm going to watch it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, the widow is who I would want to play probably in a Mortal Kombat movie. She would have to be Sonya Blade.
Yup. Exactly.
I can't. If she was Asian, she could be Katana or somebody, or Jade.
Yeah.
But as with her being a white girl, she would have to be Sonya Blade. Like, fighting style, like probably the coldest white girl I've never seen. I could literally see her acting in the Marvel or DC universe.
Hey, man, you never know.
Hey, Baji's this big dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This might move like Bob in Tekken. I ain't trying to, make it better, man. But just hear me out. How he just did this move is just like something Bob does. And Bob's a big dude, but he's agile. It's crazy. Like, damn.
That's about right. That's a good comparison right there. All right, man.
I'm just trying to see if I ever meet dude. I want to know. I gotta ask, like, all right, so are you really doing these moves, or is it like some kind of camera tricks?
Or what big dude is your stunt double that's moving like this? That's the other thing.
No,
for real.
Nah, if he's somebody that want to come back, I'd say he can play Baracho, man. How his size is.
Oh yeah.
That's what we just said.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm watching the fight. My bad.
All right, y'all. So let's get into things. We got let's kick it off with PlayStation. So PlayStation on last week has finally allowed you to change your PSN ID. This has been a thing that people have been raving and ranting about for like years and years and years, wanting to be able to have the ability to change their PSN ID without losing, trophies and stuff like that, or just any of the achievements that go along with your gamer tag and stuff like that. And so I think it was last Wednesday, like early in the morning, I saw it on Twitter, a tweet from PlayStation saying it was now available. So I've seen a lot of people on my friend list on PlayStation, names of just like freaking changed. I'm like, I don't even know who this is unless I real name you and I know you. That's the only way I really know who it is. But it's a lot of people that have really changed their PSN ID. Me, my PSN ID is gonna stay the same. I've literally thought about mine, so I don't have to change mine. Any of y'all who's had PSNs for a long time gonna change y'all's?
I don't know. I still like Creating 09. I only did it because of Cyborg 009, and that was like one of my favorite animes, so that's why I just had Creating 09, and that used to be because I used to draw a lot. So I don't know. I might keep it the same, or I might just change the snapback or something. I don't know.
Okay. Young, you been PSN guy for a long time?
I'm not changing mine. I have no reason to really change it. It's not like I did something like when I was 12 and made some stupid name.
It's a lot of people that made like stupid names, that they was on some stupid stuff at the time when they made their PSN ID, and they just got to be stuck with it, like with freaking like, I don't know, teabagging on your chin or something. I don't know, but yeah, people be coming up with
teabagging 10.
Exactly, some stupid stuff like that. And they got to live with it, and they married with kids, and they're like, "Daddy, what's teabagging 10?" It's like you got to avoid the question. Got to act like you ain't hear him saying that. Okay, so keep it on the theme with PlayStation. Rumors have been released of the PS5 window. We also got some additional information with that as well. So PS5, it says it's supposed to be announced somewhere between May of this year or maybe between May and June, which is around the time of E3 time. I know PlayStation has scheduled a state of PlayStation scheduled for May, so it could be then. We don't know, but they're saying either March or November of 2020, and I feel that's kind of like a date depending on what Xbox kind of does. November would be the normal date that most consoles drop in November in the fall, close to the holidays. March would be. March is really like a Nintendo window, honestly. That's kind of what that is.
All right, y'all. I'm trying to remember. Didn't PlayStation 2 drop in the spring?
It might have. You might be right about that.
Oh, let me see.
Because I'm trying to remember. Because I remember us being in school, and nobody got it for Christmas. And I think everybody was talking about, it's going to drop right around tax time.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. When was the release date for the PS2? Came out in Japan. It dropped in Japan in March 4th, 2000. North America didn't get it till October 26th.
Oh, so it did drop for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Europe and Australia was like November.
Somebody dropped. I distinctly remember a system dropping in the spring though.
Spring. I think. Well, at least I've kind of noticed. Spring has kind of been like Nintendo's time when they drop stuff. I know they dropped the PSP or the Vita around March, I believe.
It probably was.
Yeah.
It probably was the 64 that dropped in spring. I don't know.
Nintendo, because like the Switch dropped in March, so that's kind of, they do kind of like, Nintendo does kind of like a spring launch for their consoles. Some other information that came out today about the 5. It'll have 8K upscale. It'll have 8K scaling for 8K games. There's another feature that's NVIDIA. It's an NVIDIA graphics card feature, which tells me they probably have an NVIDIA in the PS5, because that feature is a NVIDIA graphic card feature. Also, they also mentioned backwards compatibility. As far as from what I've read and what I saw from different media sources that I've looked into on this, right now is, from what I know, is just the PS4, which is backwards compatible for, which is cool because, I mean, you can still have your library and stuff like that. And they can, I mean, with games that they've come out with now in the 4 era, and with when the 4 launched, 4K gaming was not I would say not a common thing when the 4 launched, and a lot of games got 4K patches. So being as back compatible for the PS4 games, they can just patch a lot of games for 4K support that didn't get it with a much more powerful GPU and stuff like that. So the 5 will be compatible, backwards compatible for the PS4. I'm pretty sure the whole PS3, PS2, PS1 is going to be a PS Now thing. It's going to be how you get that support for those games, to get that support for that. So, any questions on the any feedback on the PS5?
I don't know how accurate it is. I saw what a mock-up of what the joystick might look like, and it's too close to the Xbox joystick for my taste.
It's DualShock 5 from what I've also heard too. It's still the same. They're not PlayStation not changing their controller. I mean, if the closest you're gonna get to a Xbox controller, just like right now, the Astro has the C40 Pro controller. For those who say, you know, I only like Xbox because they're controller. Well, the Astro C40 Pro controller, you can automatically change the alignment of your sticks if you want to off angle your sticks like an Xbox. Is all you is just an adapter. You pop the sticks off and put them that way, and you can play PS4. And that controller is only made for PlayStation 4. So for those who always used to say that.
Another thing is with that NVIDIA scale, being able to do NVIDIA if they have NVIDIA cards, sounds like to me they really trying to compete more with PC this time around versus just competing with Xbox.
It really just depends. I mean, I'm just nah. This is
I just want to know how much space they gonna come with.
The NVIDIA thing is not a confirmation. I'm just like guesstimating. It may be AMD only because AMD is just cheaper, and you can get the same performance out of an AMD. Is just probably from a production standpoint, it's a way cheaper.
Yeah.
Plus they did I think it was like a developers conference with AMD. This is right before Odyssey. I think right before Odyssey came out, and they said AMD kind of accidentally said that, hey, we just shipped a lot of dev kits with our graphics card to video game developers. And
all right, let me say this about AMD. For years, AMD was trying to compete with Intel. AMD was like, what's Walmart's cheapest brand? It ain't even Sam Club, I don't think.
I don't even shop like that in Walmart to even know that, but
anyway, it was just like AMD was like a soda drink, like a drink, and it just said soda on the can. It didn't even have no name on it. That's what AMD used to be like. And you had Intel. Literally, AMD has come a long way from where it used to be. But when you ask anybody, and like most people, especially people that program and stuff like that, we prefer Intel processors because they're a lot more stable. Yes, they're expensive as hell. But, like, say for instance, if the PlayStation 5 had Intel Core processors in them, like i9s, it'd be stupid.
Yeah, but I think it's from a graphical standpoint. That's what a lot of. I mean.
Yeah, but like even I'm speaking for a graphical standpoint. For when like if you like the old Alienware when I used to work for Dell, like when Dell first bought Alienware, it was like the main thing they wanted to do. They was telling people to send in their Alienware laptops so we can replace the processors with Intel's, because Intel was just so much better for gaming PCs. The stability, it didn't run hot a lot. You didn't have to use that much CPU speed. You didn't have to overclock. It was just so much you could do with it.
Interesting.
I mean, you didn't even have to like go into your settings too much at the time. Like now, because I feel like gaming companies moving faster than the processor technology is now. See, back then the processor technology was moving faster than the gaming company, but now since they moving faster than the processor companies, it's different now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Then we also got let's keep on with the next gen gamings. We also got some more rumors are Xbox Live Game Pass will be coming a service. Well, Xbox Game Pass and Live will be coming a all-in-one service itself. And actually, that was a rumor from when I put this in the outline, but it was confirmed today during the Xbox this little video they run every single month. But it's called Game Pass Ultimate is what it's called. So you get Xbox Live and Game Pass together for $14.99. So they literally dropped theirs today, along with the announcement of the all digital Xbox One S as well. Now the only caveat to this system is the price point does not make sense, and so Microsoft is going to need to go back to the drawing board on the price point. They're going to have to severely drop it during the holiday season for people to even want to gravitate to it, because it doesn't make sense for it not to have a drive, and it's probably $50 more than, I think it was, somebody said, no, it's $50 less than getting one with a disk drive, is what people saying, that the price point doesn't justify for $250, which I agree. I think it should be like $199, honestly, for no disk drive if you're doing all digital. So that got announced, and then also PlayStation is also rumored to be working on a premium version of PlayStation Plus. Some of the features are guarantee alpha and beta access to games, and being able to create private servers for games. That's something that you'll commonly see in like a Battlefield or anything like that, because Battlefield does. You can purchase private servers for you and your friends or whoever to play on when you guys want to play. So you can do that. And so yeah. So all right. Let's see here. Moving on. Let's talk about Hellboy reboot bombs on opening weekend. It bombed before the opening weekend, let's be honest here. So it did really, really bad. I think Rotten Tomatoes was like I think it was like a 9%. It was in single digits. Low single digits.
Basically, what Rotten Tomatoes said was it was trash, and the ticket sales said it was trash. So, if it walked like a duck, quacked like a duck, then goddamn it ain't a turkey.
I've never heard that before, but okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, if you got a lot of sources saying it's trash, then it's trash. I mean, okay, I can't say that because some people say it.
Sometimes the critics can be wrong, man. Because sometimes critics have certain expectations that we as viewers do not look at movies the way they do. So it can really depend. Sure. But in this particular situation, the feeling is very mutual that it sucked. Now also there were some things that came out like prior to Hellboy coming out, that David Harbour and some of the, I guess, producers or directors of the movie, they were kind of like butting heads on like certain ideas and things of that nature in relation to the movie and stuff like that. The main problem I had with Hellboy, just from seeing the trailer, I thought they were trying to be too funny. Ron Perlman with crack jokes in there in the first 1 and 2 Hellboy, but that was just in the moment or whatever. But I felt like they were showing all the funny moments. It's like, oh, you should go see it because this is funny. It's like, this is not Thor Ragnarok.
It felt like those supposed to be super edgy comic book movies, they're trying to go the route of Deadpool, thinking they're gonna have the same success as Deadpool. But the thing is, Ryan Reynolds stuck true to who Deadpool was.
Right, exactly.
Like Hellboy trying to be funny and stuff is almost like Spawn trying to be funny.
Yeah, it's not true to the source material at all when it comes to that character. He's not it's not a comical character.
Yeah, because Spawn got comic relief characters in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the clown, he a comic relief character. Or you got Hellboy, who was the comic relief in Hellboy? I can't recall. But, certain movies got their comic relief, but Hellboy and Spawn are not comedians.
Nope.
Like I said, in the old one, Ron Perlman, he would say something funny every once in a while, or he'll say something that he was dead serious about, but it was related. And he wasn't trying to crack a joke or nothing, but the way we received it, it was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
hey,
I think they was trying too hard. Yeah, exactly, and it's Hellboy.
Yeah, no, I'm ugly.
What?
That's what he said in the movie. That's what he said, I think, in the first or second movie. Somebody had pointed him out. And somebody said, hey, look, it's Hellboy. Dude said, hell no, I'm ugly. and he just walks off.
See, search stuff like that. See, exactly. Let's see what else we got. Lion King trailer. Lion King trailer dropped also as well last week. For me, I would say is what I expected. It's what I expected to see in relations to the trailer that we got. I have zero criticisms. I'm just waiting to July. What is it? 19, 17, whatever it is.
Yeah. How I feel about it is like I said, I'm a huge fan of how they recapture certain scenes, especially for the trailer, with the change of Simba as he was growing, walking on the log with Pumbaa and Timon, and of course the water drinking scene with him and Nala. I'm intrigued to see how this Scar is going to be. I don't see anything wrong with it so far. For those who out there are criticizing how Scar looks, keep in mind this is not the.
Have you ever seen? You're not going to get. Have you seen the real
You're not
before?
Don't say you're not going to get the cartoon one back in the day. It's going to be Scar still. You know there's going to be Scar, but it's not going to be the same Scar-looking cartoon that you're going to see that you grew up watching.
I mean, it still has a CG somewhat because, like, I went and rewatched the trailer before this recording. Scar is pretty freaking close to what he was. He looks freaking dirty as hell, just like he did in the movie.
I'm saying he has a scar on his eye. Somebody had complained saying, he ain't the same color. Of course he's not going to be the same color. Like, keep in mind, you're going to still get the scar on his eye. And again,
apparently, they don't study to what exactly lions are supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Like of course there are ones who have, like, dark manes. But, like,
hey, he looked dirty to me. I'm just saying. I don't know.
A lot of male lions are gonna differ with different prides.
Yeah, so
exactly.
So you can't get mad at it, people. It's still Scar regardless how you feel. Like you still know that Scar.
And that's really the whole point of a reboot. It's not gonna be the same.
I don't see these as reboots. I don't like people calling these live action movies reboots. I feel like they are.
It's like a live action reimagining.
Yeah, I don't want to say because when you say reboot, you mean you just. When you say reboot, it feel like you trying to erase the past and redo the whole story. Yeah, so that's why I don't see these as reboots.
That's kind of what Hollywood has kind of like programmed people to really think of these movies. Like it was old, but then we redid it, so it's a reboot. So that's what kind of people have been.
So would you call Dumbo a reboot?
No, I don't think Dumbo's a reboot. I think for today's, I feel like they're making these live action movies, and now they can put more into it and do things that were socially acceptable back then. But they got to critique it to make it fit today's society. Yeah. So the changes you see are societal changes.
Then there's some things you can and can't do. I remember Mario was talking about with Dumbo, with a lot of the racist stuff that was going on in Dumbo, that you can't do none of this shit now.
Like a lot of the changes, like for the live action Dumbo movie, I felt were very necessary. Like the fact that they got rid of the crows and the scene where like all the men who were working to get to set up the tents and everything, like because I said it before, like it was the norm back then to have those like caricatures.
Yeah, those undertones of that. Yeah,
dark.
Can't have the Jim Crows in the movie. Too bad Michael Bay already broke that wall with the freaking the black cars and Transformers. But anyway, I thought I had to go there because that shit was wrong. We all know that was wrong. That was racist. I'm just saying. Then we also got you had the launch of Disney Plus that happened this week as well. Some information from that for those who may or may not have heard. Disney Plus will be $6.99. It'll launch with over 500 Disney movies. It'll also have over 7,000 Disney TV episodes at launch. In addition, since they are the owners of Fox now, will be having the first 30 seasons of The Simpsons available on the Disney Plus as well.
That's hard to take in.
It's like got Family Guy and all this other stuff too.
Like The Simpsons being owned by Disney is like, it's like whoa.
Yeah,
I know. The first few new episodes that we're gonna get from The Simpsons is like Bart Simpson bitching about how he's working for an evil corporation because he don't fuck with Mickey Mouse like that.
And it just showed, you could tell that the Disney effect is taking place. What's surprising is they bring in, like on FXX, Family Guy just starting the show on FXX, and they're bringing back new episodes of Archer.
Oh my,
interesting.
And if you ever watch Archer, ain't nothing family oriented.
Nothing.
I'm actually Archer on my TV right now, but
man,
yeah. Like they got, but see the thing is with Fox, you got FX. FX is the channel that shows all the Marvel movies, all the family shows, and everything like that. FXX is Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Archer and Family Guy. American Dad, The Simpsons, all this. They showing the Simpsons. Atlanta. They showing the Simpsons commercial now. Homer had Mickey Mouse ears on, saying the end is near.
They know they purposely doing that one.
And then Dumbo didn't drop on somebody.
Yeah, it showed it like Disney making fun of themselves within this Fox network
because they know what the business is.
Shoot, they just know what they were. That's what that was at one point. So. Let's see what else with Disney Plus. Trying to think if there's anything else that came from that with the announcement.
I just want to know if Disney Plus gonna have like all the old TV movies.
Well, it said, that's TV shows versus Disney movies. I'm pretty sure eventually, because most streaming services they have to start with something, then eventually they'll probably.
And I'm talking about the ones from the 90s.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think eventually it'll definitely happen. That's just like, for example, so DC Universe announced that, because with DC Universe, they offer comics and they offer their original shows and then like some old Batman animated series on there, all the old Batman movies, all the old Superman, all that type of stuff is on there. And now they're getting into it now where they're starting to add a lot of their current day content, like Krypton. The first season is on there, which if you haven't watched Krypton, it is really good. And then they also announced that they're finna get ready to add over 10,000 comics to DC Universe. So you're going to have a pretty wide selection of DC comics for those who are really into comics and stuff like that. You'll have that along with a lot of the new content that they'll be coming out with. They'll be dropping Swamp Thing will be coming out really soon as well. The new version of Swamp Thing will be coming out on DC Universe really soon.
Okay, speaking of Swamp Thing, I gotta ask y'all, do y'all remember the old Swamp Thing TV show, not the cartoon, the live action TV show came on USA?
You come on USA.
Right. I was asking people that they was like, nah, they ain't remember it. Now I gotta ask y'all, do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember the old Toxic Avenger movies?
Mm-hmm. Now, at no point in time did I ever thought that Swamp Thing was I thought he was just an anti-hero. At no point in time did I ever feel that he was a superhero or DC Comics, honestly, because they didn't really.
I mean, back then, I didn't even think he was DC Comics neither. It wasn't until I got older and, like, I was traveling, like, after comic books stopped, after our store stopped selling comic books, and I started traveling, and I go into, like, a comic book store or something when I see one. It's like, damn, Swamp Thing with DC?
I did not know. That took me some. It was probably not some years ago when I realized that too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Then we got Star Wars Celebration happened this past week as well. We also got a trailer for the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
Yeah, everybody.
We know it's Palpatine. Okay. We know it's Palpatine.
That laugh, bro.
That laugh.
Yeah.
Man.
Palpatine back. That was Luke talking. That was Palpatine, Luke talking. But everybody was just like, so everybody is still riding the negative rise of the Last Jedi wave. All right, so I'm gonna put this out here. Yes, I forget the director's name that did The Last Jedi. He screwed it up. He tried to go away from the story. Disney, because they know that movie got screwed up, brought back J.J. Abrams and George Lucas to make sure the movie is done correctly. As long as George Lucas is attached to it, it can't go wrong. Nope. Yes, I know some of y'all gonna say, but what about the prequels? Yo, the prequels
what
get
about
a lot
the title?
More. The prequel should get a lot more credit than they do. Because the prequels had the greatest lightsaber scenes that we've ever seen.
Man.
If you think about the original movies, which because of technology, you can't blame what the original movie lightsaber fights were like. But episode 1, 2, and 3, those lightsaber fights, they can't be compared. I mean, storyline wise, it focused on Anakin, which made sense. And the older movies focused on Luke. So now these movies focusing on Rey, which makes sense that she may be a Skywalker. You got to stay in the line of the Skywalker lineage. And that's what I'm getting, that she's a Skywalker. Somehow, some way, Luke was out there wilding, slanging. So he was out there being Prince Hakeem. He had went to another planet. He said, "Good morning, my neighbors." They said, "Hey, fuck you too." He was coming to a planet and he got a kid that he didn't know about. Yep. Somehow, some way. Luke went and saw his royal Jedi forming Skywalker seeds.
Literally. All right. Then we also got the Star Wars Fallen Order trailer. It's done by Respawn, same company that does Apex Legends and Titanfall. Go check out the trailer, of course. It looks really good though. The gentleman that plays the Joker in Gotham is actually the protagonist in this particular game. I know Respawn's very good control mechanics. I feel this game's gonna be really good in relations to just controls overall. I would say so. And Respawn, like Titanfall 2, though it got released in a bad time and window when that game dropped, but the story campaign for Titanfall 2 has got rave reviews on their particular story mode for Titanfall 2. If you never played Titanfall 2, you can probably get it really cheap 1 week on an Xbox or PlayStation or PSN sale. Like, just watch it and you'll get it really cheap. But the story mode is really good. They do really good story. So I have a feeling
it was really good. It was the story on Titanfall 2 was really dope. And that's why I like Anthem, because the story on Anthem is pretty dope. I'm waiting on the next DLC for it. And it just Anthem reminded me of Titanfall because, the fluidity of it.
And you know what? When come to think about Anthem, I know people talk about how, it's going to be a long time for them to come out with, the new, what's the guy what it's called? The events that they're called. That's freaking next month. Like, freaking 3-4 months flew by like nothing. May is next month. Cataclysms will be in Anthem next month for those who were. So, I mean, then we also got, let's see here. Got that. Okay. So, last topic of the night. Why did TV networks kill off Saturday morning cartoons?
People started thinking their kids were getting dumber by watching TV on Saturday morning cartoons. Like, it was they got rid of them because a new generation of parents like those people that started having kids in the mid 90s, and you know, like those like 95 and up kids, their parents start, you know, like these soft kids who, you know, couldn't get paddlings and all that type of stuff in school. Yeah. Their parents felt like video games, cartoons, and all that stuff were affecting their kids, and when in reality they just were lazy ass parents who didn't know how to balance watching cartoons, playing video games, going outside and doing your chores, and didn't know how to control their children's behavior. Like they wanted a scapegoat just so they wouldn't have to say I suck as a parent.
Yeah, ain't none of that crap true, especially when it comes to like video games and stuff. People feeling that, you know, that it makes, you know, kids. I mean, if anything, video games actually makes your kid a little bit more, from a brain standpoint,
problem solving skills.
Oh, yep.
Patience.
Yep.
Like, teach you how to interact with people. All of that teaches you fiscal responsibility. Like, literally, think about this: if you got money on a video game, you treat that money better than your own real money.
The own real money you spent to get the game.
You ain't lying.
This is a need. This is a want. I wanted this, and it was a need.
Like even with us, it taught us responsibility of importance. Like we had to prioritize. Like when we had memory cards, oh my God.
You had to make decision, life-threatening decision.
You was making life and death decisions on if you was gonna save a game or not.
It's very true. It's very true.
Like, damn, I got Final Fantasy VII is this whole memory card, so that's definitely not getting you. You probably already beat Final Fantasy VII, but just because if somebody come over and say, "Man, you ain't beat that game," you gotta be able to prove you beat it. So that wasn't getting touched. And then you had probably like Resident Evil, and then you had to think, man, which game do I not play? Exactly. So then you thinking, well, I don't really play story mode on Twisted Metal, so all right, I'll delete Twisted Metal.
Exactly.
Life or death decisions.
Got that right.
You had to use all that rationale just to see if you're gonna save a game or not.
This current, in this current generation, I can't remember the last time I did that at all. Just keep saving stuff. Just keep saving and keep saving.
I ain't had to do that since the PlayStation 3 dropped.
I didn't do that in a minute. I think I had to do it on the 3 a couple times, but when Plus started giving you cloud storage, it's like, well, it's infinite at that point. Let's see what else. What else is in relation to Saturday morning cartoons? Things really just like networks, you know.
Things just start changing.
Yeah,
streaming. You got streaming coming out.
Feeling that people are not, you know, engaged in watching, you know, Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that. That could be one thing as well. There's a lot of different stuff that, you know, that goes into. I mean, some people probably can contribute to ratings as well, because let's just say as a kid, after watching cartoons after probably 11 o'clock, once that last, probably 11 to noon, once that last cartoon go off, man, ABC and all them other search traces will go to trash.
Basically.
Like nothing that you wanted to watch is like, okay, well, let's all go outside or go play on the game.
And that's another thing that could probably contribute to it. The rise of video games. Video games start getting longer. You start being able to save. You start being able to do more. So if a kid wake up in the Saturday morning, they probably wanted to play the game more than they wanted to watch.
I ain't gonna lie.
The cartoon.
That was definitely me. I ain't had the luxury of being able to do it at the same time like I do now. But shoot, yeah, I was
same.
I was picking, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna get on this Vice City, and yeah, I catch that later on. So,
but I mean, it's but see, like me personally, I'm still a cartoon head. Like when I wake up on Saturday mornings, because I gotta go to dialysis, so I get up at 4 o'clock. I turn to AMC, and when I turn to AMC, I know y'all gonna laugh, but
no, not really.
The Adam West Batman show be on. Then Three Stooges will come on. And I'll sit there and I'll watch that till I go to dialysis. And then when I get to dialysis, I'll keep watching it.
Yeah, I used to be. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I would when I used to be in the TV like that hardcore. When I was just like, just turning on the TV to see what was on. I used to be like that quite a bit. There was a bunch of stuff I would watch, man. That was just like probably to some people. Like there's some nights, man. I used to like lay in the bed before I would go to bed, and like I would just like be on the History Channel for like sometimes I would be on the History Channel for like days on end, like just watching,
definitely
just watching
like Ancient Aliens, all them type of shows like that. Like I still watch History Channel like that. And
I need to get back into watching it like that because I just like that type of stuff.
Like they got this show Forged in Fire where they build it, like they make these knives and it's a competition. And I just like first of all I like history, but I just like all the different stuff. They got shows like how it's made and stuff like that. But then I hate that I got rid of Boomerang off my cable because they were like charging too much for Boomerang. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I used to love to wake up and watch the Looney Tunes and Scooby Doo and all that. You can't watch that on regular cable now.
Yep.
Cartoon Network only shows Teen Titans and
Gumball and
like they don't show any of the older cartoons anymore.
No.
They don't even show the new Looney Tunes that came out, didn't it? They didn't show that.
No, they don't.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But they like they said, like I was reading, they got rid of a lot of that stuff because they couldn't sell toys for it.
Yeah, it was right, a licensing thing, all that type of stuff.
Yeah. That's why they got rid of Young Justice, because boys weren't interested in female action figures, and little girls didn't want male action figures. So they couldn't sell the action figures for Young Justice. So just think about it. The Cartoon Network had a super lineup. They had Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice. That was like a dope lineup. They took Toonami off in the afternoon. Like this generation of kids, first of all, parents are trying to make their kids a lot more sensitive than when we were coming up. We were exposed to violent cartoons and stuff like that. So, and I don't feel like we got screwed up by it. Honestly, I feel like we learned some life decisions by watching shows like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. But I mean,
I agree.
They even stopped showing Pokemon and stuff like that. So, I mean,
shoot, my son found Pokemon on his freaking own on Hulu, and he watches that like on a daily basis. He loves Pokemon. I did not introduce him to that. He found that. He found that himself.
I'm just gonna put it like this, and I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me because I've had these arguments on Facebook. People feel like you're not supposed to discipline your kids anymore. Like when your kids act up, you're supposed to sit them down, talk to them, and if they do it again, you just sit them down, talk to them. They shouldn't really face any consequences for their action because they say that makes them become sociopaths. Well, I haven't become a sociopath yet, and my mom used to tear my ass up. Second off, you want to desensitize them to violence and things like that, yet you still let them play Fortnite, and you'll still go buy them Call of Duty. So,
and Grand Theft Auto, yeah,
for GTA, it's like
it's cool to see them, let them play games of them shooting people and stuff, but they can't play games of fighting people, which is a whole lot less violent unless you're playing Mortal Kombat. Mm-hmm. But it's less violent anyway. I mean, it's just like parents these days got a lot of oxymorons.
Yep. Very true.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When he said Toonami in the afternoon, the first thing that came in my head was them old promos for those cartoons, for them anime shows back in the day. Like, I kid you not, I love those, man. I literally be going on YouTube just to watch those a lot. I don't know. It's really.
I mean, the Toonami lineup was dope. You had Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon,
Outlaw Star,
Tenchi Muyo, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball. I mean, it was a dope lineup. But I mean, like I said, times change, man.
Yep, exactly. All right, man. That was.
One more thing before we go.
What's up?
YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Netflix. Everybody, new season of the of the Netflix original Ultraman. Go check that out.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Yeah, I've been seeing it. I gotta watch it. All right, man. We're gonna get ready to wrap this issue 99. Next issue will be issue 100. So, we're
gonna try to work this out when we have.
We're gonna try to work something out. We might probably take a week off just to try to do something for that particular episode. So if y'all don't see the episode next week, y'all pretty much gonna have 2 bonus episodes in the backlog: Revelations of the Throne and All Into Wrestling as well, to keep y'all until the following week if we do that. So y'all got some content to listen to in the meantime. But yeah, man, we will see you guys for issue 100 of Nerdflow Podcast. Facebook, Twitter, IG, Nerdflow Podcast is how you find us. Join the Facebook group and also follow the YouTube channel. All right, we out.
Bang bang.
100.